Is this thing on?
It is November 18th, and as it stands right now, the situation with NewJeans and ADOR hangs in the balance. Two members are back, three are in talks and negotiations, supposedly, and all fans, detractors, haters, and everybody else in between, the media wait with bated breath, is whether all of NewJeans, all five members, are going to come back. But I know that there's been protest trucks by the Seraphim fans. They have been fighting social media infighting, at least that's what I've been told. And people are saying, no, no jeans. People are saying, don't come back, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. And then some of y'all are like, let's just give him a chance. But I am saying, I am done with NewJeans. I'm tired of NewJeans, but this is the story that just keeps on going. So here we are. So what can NewJeans do to redeem themselves? Is there anything that NewJeans can do to get you to be on their side? So I'm going to give you 10 things, 10 suggestions that I have for NewJeans that they can use. Y'all know I'm always giving HYBE tips for free, but this is for NewJeans to use. 10 things I would at least like to see or hear or for them to do in order to pave the way to the road of redemption, right? So I'm going to give you my 10 each one by one, and we're going to talk about it. But where are my manners? Anyo. And you say, oh, all my Korean people. Ni hao. Ni hao ma. To everybody in China, namaste. Hello. Hola. ¿Cómo estás usted? Guten Tag. Dos videnia. To all my Russian peeps and everybody else in between. I'm Nomadic Kitty. Welcome to my channel where I discuss the K-pop and the K-pop industry. I have lots of videos on my channel where we usually discuss grown people, grown topics in a grown way. This is a Delulu-free zone. This is a safe zone for fear nots and gillets. I think you guys' names are gillets. This is a safe space for blinks. Yes, this is a safe space for 18s. This is a safe space for stays. And of course, BTS is the foundation. I am Army, but it is not the total mission. My mission is to provide refuge for us K-pop refugees who are like-minded people and like-minded individuals, and we stay mature. And again, when it comes to my videos, you can disagree with me as long as you disagree with me respectfully, and so we can agree to disagree. And I don't have any problem anybody disagreeing with me, but please make sure you watch the video before you just see the thumbnail and the title and click on it and decide to comment. And then 9 times out of 10, y'all comments have anything to do with what I said in my video or what I didn't say. So if you get in your feelings, I'm sorry, not sorry. Just have some emotional attachment. I'm not emotionally attached to anything. Let me put some disclaimers out there. Everything that I'm about to say is my opinion. I am entitled to my opinion. You can disagree with my opinion. That's fine. That is okay and that is great. But it is my opinion. I'm entitled to have my opinion. It's my channel. You know, you start your own channel, have your own opinion. That's just kind of how this social media YouTube thing kind of works, you know? So I like to say hi to all my new subscribers. I like to say hi to all my new watchers. I like to say hi to all my commenters. I would like for you guys to comment. I interact with you guys in the comments all the time. I don't care if it's 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. My phone will ping. I will wake up. I'm crazy. And I will usually reply or say something back to you because I like the interaction. And I appreciate anybody taking their time to make a comment, even if it's something bad. Again, let's just keep it classy, y'all. So let us begin. In the beginning of this video, let me state that what is happening with NewJeans right now is that the media, the Korean media, HYBE has reported, HYBE, one of my favorite YouTubers, is that the Korean media have turned on them. Now, I have no love for the Korean media because now they're complaining about NewJeans being disrespectful, NewJeans doing nighttime press conferences, NewJeans just wreaking havoc on the industry. Oh my God, what was me? What are we gonna do? Gasp, girl, gag. They gagging, okay? Korean media is gagging. Okay, I have no sympathy for them. And again, like I said on HYBE videos, them Minhee checks must be dried up. Them PR firm checks must not came in this month. Because again, nobody complained about all this last year. NewJeans been disrespectful. They too young to be talking to grown folks like that. They was too young for all that. I said it before. I was like, they show the disrespectful for Korean a society that's about hierarchy and age. Y'all let NewJeans get up here and just talk cash money. Y'all let them just be disrespectful to reporters and everybody else. Remember they said Korea wants us to be revolutionaries. They got up there and they drug Korea, and the media still was like, well, and still make excuses. But now the media got a problem. Child, please. Anyway, I could go on and on about that, but I won't. But anyway, so let's get on to it. 10 things a NewJeans can do. Number 1, no going on social media and posting their own ish and doing their own press conferences and stuff like that. Unless it's approved by ADOR. I don't want to see NewJeans even post a picture of an iced Americano up on no video. They better get permission before they post a picture of a damn puppy. Okay? I don't want to hear nothing from NewJeans going rogue. Yes, going outside of ADOR and posting things and saying things and inflecting things and being childish as hell and on social media, in the media, doing their own press conferences, dropping their own stuff. I don't want to hear it. They need to get permission from ADOR first before they even sneeze on social media. Because all this stuff with the media play and all that, I thought it was unprofessional. It was childish. And even with them, the other 3 talking about they want to come back and, well, we had to go to the media first. We had to go to the media first. I said before my other videos, check my other videos out. I said, no, you don't. They ain't had to go to the media. They chose to go to the media. So I need them to unchoose going to the media. That would be stipulation number 1 if I was ADOR. Number 2, and these aren't in order of importance, just order what I thought of it. Number 2, I need them to apologize privately to Islet and LE SSERAFIM. I need them to get before both Islet and LE SSERAFIM, either, one day and one another day. Schedule a time, okay? Put it on the calendar. And they need to get before them. And Islet and LE SSERAFIM, if they choose to, they need to be able to ask them 1 or 2 questions, 2 or 3 questions, if the group chooses to. And NewJeans needs to apologize. They need to apologize to each one of these groups. A heartfelt apology, and they need to answer some questions. Because maybe some members of LE SSERAFIM, maybe some members of Islet have questions. I would have questions too. Why did you do this? What happened? I thought we were cool. Like, are you going to do this again? Like, what is your feelings about work? Like, maybe they have questions. They shouldn't interrogate them, but maybe they have like 3 or 4, prepared questions to ask them. And then NewJeans can answer the questions. But they need to do a formal apology, a deep bow. The deep bow, honey, to them in front of their faces and apologize to them in private. So I know some of y'all are like, but Kiki, what about the fans? Girl, what about the fans, girl? Number 3 should be for the fans. NewJeans should apologize to the fandoms of Islet and LE SSERAFIM. Hell, Army, everybody. At this point, I think NewJeans, when it comes to the fandom, they should apologize to all of K-pop. They should come back and be like, dear K-pop, all of you. VIPs, 18s, EXOs, everybody. They just obligatory, just say we're just apologizing to everybody. Because this has been almost 2 years of nonstop drama. So they, especially the fans, the fandom that they hurt, they should apologize. And so, and write a heartfelt letter, get up there and release a statement, whatever they got to do, multiple things. We need to hear multiple apologies to these fandoms, for the fandoms that they have damaged, and also to the groups that they are damaged. They need to come on and apologize to their fans, and just try to smooth things over with the fandoms that they have hurt. And number 4, the biggest one for me, I would say number 4 is the biggest one for me. NewJeans needs to make a statement to their fans. Let me repeat it for the people in the back. Y'all ready? People in the back, y'all got it? NewJeans need to issue an apology, not apology, a statement to their fans. They need to tell their fans to back the hell off and explain to their fans, we messed up. We're coming back. We're going to be better than ever. We appreciate your support, but Islet did not copy us. Le Sserafim, whatever was said in the past, does not apply. We have patched things up with ADOR. You patch things up with Islet and Le Sserafim, and the fandoms, y'all need to kiss and make up and move on. They need to get their fans to come to heel. Because some of the fans been in my comment section and they making excuses already. Don't make excuses for NewJeans. Don't make excuses for them. Don't come to my comment section making no stupid ass excuses for them. NewJeans made their bed, they lied in it, they dug their own grave, and they fell in that damn hole. And then now they got to try to claw their way out of it because they realized the hole was not it, honey. The hole was scary and dark and deep and dank, and they know that they was gonna get buried in that damn hole. So just admit defeat, take your lumps, and NewJeans need to make a statement to their fans saying, "Oh, we made a mistake, and y'all need to go sit down somewhere and calm down." I would love for NewJeans to for sure. That's the biggest one for me, or one of the biggest ones on this list, is them explaining to their fans what is going on and what the fandom can do to move forward to promote harmony with other fans and leave the other fans in the fandoms alone. They need to concentrate on what NewJeans is doing and their road to redemption. That's all bunnies need to do. That's all they need to do, is concentrate on their group and leave other fandoms alone. Stick to your own fan spaces. For sure in the hell, don't come to my channel. It's not a safe space for you here. But they need to leave other fandoms alone, leave other people alone. They know they're going to get dragged for filth. And what I say about NewJeans, you better put your arm up. You better put your arm like this and get dragged. Because you know you're going to have to go through it. You know fandoms are going to drag you, bunnies. They're going to drag NewJeans. They're going to drag y'all. They're going to drag Minhyjin. Everybody getting dragged. It's a drag fest. It's a drag race. And just take your licks, take your lumps, dust yourself off, and just be like, and move on. Number 5, they need to have a press conference. They need to go before the Korean media and get something official and apologize and explain and talk about the future and whatever it is that they got to do. Write a nice statement, answer a few questions by the press, maybe, but at least they need to get up there and do a press conference. They did a press conference last year for everything else, 9, 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night during the daytime, and they need to do a presser. They need to do a press conference explaining to the media what is going to happen next, and possibly have an ADOR representative be there as well. But they need to clear the air with the media as well, and then put something out there officially in the media. So that's number 5. Number 6, no contact with Minhyjin. I don't care if that's their fake ass mama. I don't care if this is their great fairy godmother. I don't care if it's their great granny. I don't care what Minhyjin is to them. But I heard the word is on the street is that part of the stipulation for the other 3 is they want Minhyjin to come back as some kind of guide or fairy godmother. I don't know. Something. Minhyjin is moving on with her life, and they need to move on from this situation too. If they want to contact Minhyjin on a personal level, they want to cacao message her, they want to text her, they want to slide in her DMs and be like, "What's up, bestie boo? How's the shaman? Girl, what you doing?" They can do that. You know, you can't stop people from having a personal relationship, but professionally, no contact with Minhyjin. Minhyjin will not be a part of NewJeans. Minhyjin, I would make sure NewJeans don't ever come out of her mouth, ever, in the press, in the media. I just need Minhyjin to go away and keep NewJeans and ADOR's name out her mouth. She over here trying to make her preliminary redemption arc. I mean, Minhyjin, to me, she a whole ass villain. There ain't gonna be no redemption arc for her though, honeys. But they know Minhyjin don't need to be a part of nothing. They need to just move on from that. Number 7, focus on their craft. Mini Gen and this whole thing has stifled their creativity, has stifled NewJeans' growth, has stymied the progress that they could have made by now on stage and singing and everything else. They need to go back and take some vocal lessons. They need to go back and do something. They need to focus on improving their stage presence. They need to focus now. They need to be in the rehearsal. They need to take in the vocal lessons. They need to be working with creative directors, and they need to focus on the rest of their career. That Y2J concept is old and stale and beat to death. Nobody wants to see that anymore. That was cute 2 years ago. Things have changed in 2 years. Y'all know how the industry go. One thing is pop, one thing's up and down, next thing's down and up. So they need to focus on rebranding themselves and redoing their look and do whatever they got to do and focus on their craft. Focus on what they are doing in the industry. Focus on the music and the dancing and focus on being professional. And that's what they need to do. And not focus on what's going on with the media or Mini Gen or the fandom, nothing. They need to focus on improving and trying to catch up because they've lost 2 whole damn years. And that is a lot for a girl group. Number 8, what I think NewJeans should do on their road to redemption is get rid of their stank ass attitude. There are so many videos I forgot about that I went back and watched today. There are so many posts in social media. You know, I'm not on social media, so I don't know. I don't follow them. But there are so many things that they have said that was been so snarky and snotty and arrogant and rude. And again, I know y'all want to blame Minhee Jin and y'all want to blame their parents. I don't know. Maybe NewJeans ain't got no good home training. From the youngest ones to the oldest ones. I can't even say, you know, it was, oh, it's just the last. Everybody want to try to throw the 3 under the bus. But I'm telling you, Hain and Hedden, they were releasing stuff on social media. They was dropping bombs and barbs, and they was saying snarky, snotty stuff too. I need NewJeans to get it together. I need them to have a dose of humility. I need them to have a better attitude. I need them to be a little bit more cooperative, whether it be on social media or whatever. I don't care if they got to fake it till they make it. I don't care. But the attitude, the snarky attitude needs to end. And like I said, I don't know whether they was just acting that way for social media or in press conferences, but it just seemed like there was just too much snark for me. It was just too much snark. You know, anytime they was on, even when they was live on social media, they was just saying like little childish little shit here and there. You know, they was doing pranks and they was putting up Espa flyers all over HYBE and they was kikiing and a call about it. And I was like, and their manager was telling them don't do it, but they was doing it anyway because I guess they thought it was funny. It was a prank. Girl, okay. Like, I don't need no kikiing and a call about no bullshit. I need you to kiki and call your ass over there and go sit down. So I need them to have a dose of humility and not have so much attitude. Number 9, I need them to agree to whatever other terms that ADOR has for them. ADOR may have terms and stipulations. They may add addendums to their contract. They may go on, ADOR may decide to bring them on for a trial basis. Like, I don't know, a 90-day probation. They may have a probationary period. Whatever it is that ADOR wants to do within reason, NewJeans and their parents should abide to. And there shouldn't be any too much pushback because, again, I mean, you know, I don't know how this is going to go, but all I know is that whatever it is, they need to just be like, okay, we just gonna do it. Because what other choice do they have? Either that or they get dropped from their contract, their careers are ruined. They're gonna be like, would you like fries like that with that working at Shake Shack? I don't know, but they don't really have much choice. So I don't know what leverage they have. They don't really have any leverage. What leverage do they possibly have? Nothing. They don't have any leverage at all. You know, at all. And it's just like you must just accept the terms and just move on. So be humble about it, and the parents as well. They need to face the future and face the reality of the situation. It's like you don't really have a choice here. You know, if you did have a choice, you'd be appealing, right? They would appeal their court ruling. And they would have just, you know, they would appeal their court ruling. So that's number 9. And number 10, I would tell NewJeans objectively to plan for the future. Being in the Korean music industry is not for the faint of heart. It's not easy. It's not simple. But they need to be thinking about not what is happening right now, but also for the future. And the same thing applies to their parents. You would think they're grown. Their parents are grown folks. You would think they would understand that. I don't know, but they need to plan for the future. There are a lot of people in the industry that use the industry, being in the industry, as a gateway to other things. Whether being, on the production side, on the executive side, whether it means that they go into acting, whether they go into modeling, or whether they decided to build their own businesses and have their own little mini empires. The business can, if you play it right, the music industry can be a great gateway into your dreams. If music and dancing is not your dream, not everybody who is a K-pop idol wants to be a singer and dancer. Some of them really love the music. That's one reason why I love BTS, because I can tell that BTS really likes making music. They really love performing and being on stage, at least. And they, like, you can tell people like JK and RM and Jimin, and really all of them really love making music. They listen to a lot of music. They're on live streams. They're harmonizing. They're talking about music. Like, you can tell that, and that's one thing I like about BTS is their authenticity. So I need NewJeans to work on their authenticity and figure out what it is that they want to do for the rest of their lives. They won't be young forever. 2029, their contract is up, and that time can go by real fast. So I need them to understand that whatever they do from now on, the past is always going to be the stink on them. Like, Korea, y'all know Korea is unforgiving in a lot of aspects. But if they play the game right, they can have a long career. But I need them to play the game. Those who know about the entertainment industry, you have to play the game. And I'm not trying to say that in a negative way that they got to do something strange for a piece of change. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that they're going to have to play the game. They're going to have to keep their head down. They're going to have to own up to their past. And then maybe, just maybe, they might have a future and a future career doing something else, or even a future in the industry being behind the scenes, or go on to a solo career. Maybe one or two of them. I think one or two of them, if they play the game right, they could possibly go on and have a good solo career if they follow the good pathway, if they keep their nose clean and their head down and just own up to their mistakes. They can be redeemed. It's not completely hopeless. They can still have a good career and a good reputation, but it's going to be a long road back, and it's going to be a long time. But the goal is that once their contract is ended, then the goal is to do whatever they want to do. If they want to stay and be a solo artist, or be in another group, or they want to stay together as a group, that's fine. I doubt that will probably happen, but I think that once their contract is over 2029, if they make it that long, I think that some of them may go solo, and I think some of them may go into other business endeavors or other parts of the industry. And that's fine. A lot of K-pop singers do. It just depends on how successful they are. It depends on whatever they want to do as a life. But as they mature and get older, hopefully they'll have some reflection in their lives and be like, wow, what are we doing then? Like, why did we do that? Like, did we really think we were right? Like, maybe they will question their parents, and maybe they'll question Minhee Jin, and maybe they'll question themselves as they grow into maturity. Because you do things that you do when, I mean, they're young, 18, 19, 20 years old. You don't know what life is all about. They haven't lived enough life to get any type of future perspective. But I hope that, like I said, that they will gain some type of clarity and maturity as time goes on, and realize that they had an incredible opportunity and they either blew it or almost blew it. But only time will be able to tell for that. So those are my 10 things. What do you think? Did you like my 10 things? Did they resonate with you? Do you want to add? I know y'all are like, but wait, I have this, and I know some of y'all want to add different things. So tell me, what would you add? What would you take away? Maybe for you, NewJeans will never have no redemption. Tell it to me in the comments. If you like, child, I don't care what they do. They can tap dance and give over their firstborn and their uterus. And I don't care. Some of y'all like that. I understand and I hear you. Trust me, Kiki hears you. And I totally understand. But like, share, subscribe to the video. Again, you guys check out my K-pop t-shirt shop, where I have original K-pop merchandise for the mature crowd. And like I said, check out my posts, check out my YouTube shorts. and become a member. And when you become a member, I will dish the tea and I will make posts and videos just for you, where you get to see what's really going on in K-pop. I'm not a gossip channel, but for my members, I will let y'all know what's really going on behind the scenes of some of your favorite groups. But anyway, until next time, people, you guys have a great night. You have a great day, great evening, or whatever. And I'll catch you on the next video. And as always, all right.